Have you ever wondered why you keep reciting Surah Ikhlas, but nothing in your life seems to change? Most Muslims know this surah by heart. We repeat it in prayers, in dhikr, and even before sleep. But what if I told you that 99% of us are missing a billionaire-level blessing hidden inside it? Yes, a spiritual treasure so powerful. It can transform your rizq, remove your stress, and draw you closer to Allah in ways you've never felt before. This is not just another surah. It's a divine secret packed in just 4 short verses. But the key isn't in the repetition. It's in the reflection. Today, we'll uncover the blessings most people overlook, and how Surah Ikhlas can unlock both worldly baraka and spiritual wealth if you recite it the right way. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear could shift your entire relationship with Allah. 1. Surah Ikhlas is often recited, but rarely reflected upon. Surah Ikhlas is one of the most frequently recited chapters in the Quran. From daily prayers to quick dhikr, it's on the tongues of millions of Muslims around the world. But while many of us have memorized it from a young age, few truly understand its depth. We often recite it quickly, out of habit or routine, without giving thought to the profound meanings it carries. The beauty of this surah isn't just in its brevity, but in its powerful declaration of pure monotheism, something that should stop us in our tracks and make us reflect deeply. This surah is not just a chapter to finish quickly in salah, or to repeat for extra rewards. It's a declaration of who Allah is, a complete denial of all forms of polytheism, dependency, and human-like attributes. Yet, in the rush of modern life, many treat it as a shortcut rather than a treasure. When we fail to reflect on its meaning, we miss the spiritual transformation it offers. The true blessing lies not only in repeating the words, but in allowing them to shape our belief and behavior. Reciting without reflection is like owning gold, but never unlocking the vault where it's kept. 2. Prophetic Hadith. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that Surah Ikhlas equals 1/3 of the Quran in reward. One of the most remarkable things about Surah Ikhlas is the hadith in which the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ declared, "By him in whose hand my soul is, it is equal to 1/3 of the Quran." Sahih al-Bukhari. This statement isn't symbolic or exaggerated. It's a direct assurance from the Messenger of Allah ﷺ about the immense weight and value of this brief surah. Scholars explain that the Quran revolves around 3 main themes: Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, laws and rulings, and stories of past nations. Surah Ikhlas perfectly and purely summarizes the first, Tawheed, with clarity and precision. This hadith isn't just about reward points. It's a sign of how Allah values sincerity in belief over length in recitation. When someone recites Surah Ikhlas with full belief in its meaning, that Allah is one, eternal, and free from all needs, they are affirming the very core of Islam. That affirmation, done with a sincere heart, carries a reward that reflects its significance. It's like Allah is offering a shortcut to immense reward, not for laziness, but for those who truly understand and internalize His oneness. The 1/3 reward is not just a number, it's a reflection of how spiritually rich this surah truly is. 3. Emphasis on Tawheed, oneness of Allah. Surah Ikhlas is a powerful declaration of Tawheed, the absolute oneness of Allah, which lies at the heart of Islam. Every verse of this surah strips away all forms of confusion, misguidance, and false beliefs about God. When it begins with Qul huwa Allahu ahad, say, He is Allah, the One. It immediately asserts that Allah is uniquely one in His essence, without partners, equals, or divisions. This isn't just a theological concept. It's the foundation of a Muslim's worldview, shaping how we see life, worship, and purpose. The next part, Allahu as-Samad. Allah, the eternal refuge, teaches us that He is completely independent, while everything in existence depends on Him. This realization alone can transform a person's mindset from fear and anxiety to peace and reliance. True Tawheed is not only believing in one God, but understanding that He alone controls all outcomes, provides sustenance, heals the broken, and protects from harm. By focusing deeply on these meanings, the heart becomes free from dependency on people, wealth, or status. This surah teaches us to connect to Allah alone, internally and externally, making our worship pure, our intentions clean, and our lives aligned with divine truth. This is the true power of Tawheed, embodied in Surah Ikhlas. 4. Divine names and attributes. Recognizing Allah as Ahad and as-Samad leads to increased reliance on Him. Within Surah Ikhlas, two of Allah's most majestic names are mentioned, Ahad and as-Samad. Each carries a deep ocean of meaning that, when understood, increases our love, fear, and trust in Him. Ahad means the One, not just in number, but in uniqueness. There is no one like Him in His being, His attributes, or His actions. He is not made of parts, not born, and has no beginning or end. Recognizing Allah as Ahad helps clear our minds from all false attachments and illusions of power. It brings clarity in faith and removes hidden doubts. As-Samad is even more profound. It means the eternal refuge, the one who is completely self-sufficient and upon whom all creation depends. Every heartbeat, every drop of rain, every breath we take flows from His will. When a person reflects on As-Samad, their heart naturally turns to Him in moments of fear, hope, or need. You stop chasing solutions from the world and instead turn directly to the one who never tires, never forgets, and never fails. These two names are not just theological facts. They are keys to transforming your inner state. They teach you to surrender fully to Allah, knowing He is enough for every pain, every prayer, and every part of your journey. 5. Spiritual and worldly baraka. Blessing. Reciting it with sincerity can attract unexpected rizq, sustenance, and inner peace. Surah Ikhlas is not just a source of immense spiritual reward, it's also a key to unlocking barakah in both your worldly life and your soul. When recited with presence, love, and sincerity, this short surah can open doors you never imagined. Many righteous scholars and believers have testified to how regular recitation of Surah Ikhlas brought unexpected ease in their finances, resolutions to problems, and peace in their homes. Why? Because aligning your heart with the truth of Allah brings His divine help in unseen ways. Barakah isn't just about having more, it's about having enough with contentment and seeing growth where logic says it's impossible. When a believer sincerely turns to Allah, glorifies Him through His words, and trusts in His oneness, Allah places blessings in their time, wealth, and relationships. Surah Ikhlas, with its pure focus on Allah's nature, becomes a magnet for this kind of divine favor. Moreover, it soothes the heart. In a world filled with anxiety, overthinking, and emotional burdens, reciting Surah Ikhlas brings stillness. It reminds the soul that Allah is in control. That simple shift in perspective can replace fear with peace and scarcity with gratitude. Truly, the barakah of this surah is far deeper than we realize. 6. Hidden wealth in sincerity. The true billionaire blessing lies in the spiritual richness gained through belief and reflection. The most overlooked treasure in Surah Ikhlas isn't in how often you recite it. It's in the sincerity of your heart when you do. Allah does not need long recitations or loud voices. What He values most is the Ikhlas, the purity and truthfulness of your intention. When you recite Surah Ikhlas not out of habit, but with deep belief in every word, you are planting seeds of spiritual wealth that no material riches can match. This is where the real billionaire blessing begins. It's not just about external rizq or worldly success, but about becoming rich in iman, faith, in connection with Allah, and in inner peace. A sincere heart finds satisfaction even in little, because it knows that Allah is enough. That type of wealth is permanent. It stays with you in this life, in your grave, and on the day of judgment. When Surah Ikhlas is recited with love, belief, and reflection, it doesn't just reward you, it transforms you. It realigns your soul with the purpose of your creation, to know, love, and worship your Creator. That is a treasure beyond numbers, beyond status, one that millions overlook, yet it's freely available to anyone who seeks it with sincerity. So the next time you recite Surah Ikhlas, don't rush, reflect. Let every word remind you of Allah's greatness, His oneness, and His mercy. The real billionaire blessing isn't just in the reward, it's in the transformation of your heart and life. If this video opened your eyes to something new, like, share, and subscribe to Inner Deen for more powerful Islamic reminders. Before you go, comment below. Ya Allah, enrich my heart and life with your blessings and make me sincere in faith. May Allah fill your days with light and your rizq with barakah. Ameen.